Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. As you guys can see up on the screen, today we are going to be talking a little bit about Sofi Technologies Incorporated. This is ticker symbol SOFI. It's the same ticker name as the company. They make it nice and easy for you. And the reason we're talking about this one today is you can see a very, very big day for Sofi. We're currently up 3.29% intraday. Obviously, we're in the middle of the trading day right now. Things aren't over, so who knows how things will go the last couple hours. Who knows where this thing's going to close, but at least so far so good. It opened today, we were a little bit down, and then things shot up. We were up like 8% intraday, and from those intraday highs, we've given up maybe like 2.5%, 3%, something around there. But still, overall, a very, very strong day in what has overall been a very, very rough 2022. Again, up 3% today. When you look at the broader market, Dow Jones up 0.77, S&P up 1.23, Nasdaq up 2.2, and the Russell up 1.99. So big days for the Nasdaq and Russell. And still SoFi is, beating those indices, which had not been the case really over the last week or two. SoFi had been down more on the bad days and up less on the good days. It had really been a rough couple of weeks for SoFi, but it feels good today to be getting back to, outperforming those major indices and having just a very good green day. Because, again, we are down almost 46% year to date in a little over 2 months, which is very, very rough. So getting a nice 3.5%, 3% day, that feels very, very good. In this video today, we're going to be going over all the latest with SoFi. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate that a ton. And subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Of course, as always, no financial advice is going to be given in this video. I'm not telling you guys to buy, not telling you to sell, nothing like that. Just giving my thoughts and opinions and going over some of the news. With that being said, let's get right into this. So we do have a lot of different stuff to talk about for SoFi today. It seems like there was kind of a lot going on. There was this post on the SoFi stock subreddit talking about how Anthony Noto is incentivized to get to a $45 share price within 5 years, the anniversary of the business combination date. And this guy says he posted a reply somewhere else, but seen quite a lot of talk about share dilution, employee share incentives, questioning the acquisitions. I thought it was worthwhile to remind ourselves Noto is highly incentivized. Noto is obviously the CEO of SoFi. Is highly incentivized to get a $25, $35, and $45 share price. His share incentive scheme from 2021 of roughly 6.4 million shares requires it. The restricted stock units we intend to grant Mr. Noto will represent approximately 0.75% of our outstanding capital stock on an as-converted basis. The remaining awards to certain officers shall comprise a 3% pool mentioned above, if at all during the period commencing on the first anniversary of the business combination, ending on the fifth such anniversary. The volume-weighted average closing price of our stock attaining $25, $35, and $45. Again, these are those target hurdles over a 90-day trading period. And if we become a bank holding company, then obviously, that stuff happens. So, obviously, they're saying, certain shares are going to be vested to Mr. Noto if they're able to reach certain price targets over the next 5 years. Again, hey, we're a long way away from $25, $35, $45. We're at $8.48. But it does show not only is Noto and probably a lot of the management team incentivized to have this company do well, perform, increase revenues, get closer to profitability, make good acquisitions, all this stuff, but they're also incentivized to, hey, hit certain share price benchmarks. That makes the management team also have the same goals as a lot of the shareholders, which I think is a good thing. And we know Noto also has some extra incentives because he's been buying up tens of thousands of shares recently at $7, $8, $9 prices per share. And I just think this is a very, very good sign. Now, does this mean the stock is automatically going to 25, 35, 45 over the next couple of years? No, absolutely not. And that's what somebody, was saying down here. The BlackBerry CEO had incentives at $30 and $40, and they never hit that number. This is not predictive of the numbers they're going to be hitting, but this is at least, showing that management team does have incentives to care about the share price and to not just keep diluting into the ground, to not make, sound decisions in terms of what is best for a lot of the shareholders, because, again, he himself is a major shareholder buying more and more shares, and he can become, even wildly more wealthy if they're able to hit certain share price incentives, which I think is a cool thing, and I haven't really heard a lot of people talking about. We also have this, the fact that SoFi has been downgraded at Morgan Stanley. Again, many people think that a lot of these downgrades and upgrades are absolutely meaningless. When the market's running hot, every single company out there is getting upgraded. Every single company's price target is raising. Then all of a sudden we get, a down market, stocks start trending down, and then everyone's downgrading everything. It's really stupid. It's really weird. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But oftentimes the market does react to things like this because there are still a lot of people that pay a lot of mind to upgrades, downgrades, price targets, all those kind of things. So just kind of being aware that yes, SoFi has been downgraded, but they've been getting downgraded at a lot of places recently. And if things turn around and they start flying high, I'm sure they'll start getting upgraded again as well. I don't know. I think the whole thing's kind of stupid. This guy is taking, the bright side of things. He's seeing the silver lining, saying, be happy that analysts are downgrading SoFi. It's rare that growth stocks are undervalued these days. Take advantage. Again, people in the short term trying to make money, yes, they're sorry, watch out. But yeah, over the last couple of years, we've seen companies get to insane valuations, be insanely overpriced by pretty much every metric in the book. And yeah, now all of a sudden in this market, things are going down. Things are crashing, downgrades, bearish sentiment all over the place. That's how you get companies to be undervalued. That's how you get companies to be good deals. And I'm not saying that SoFi is necessarily undervalued or necessarily a great deal at this point or whatever, but it's probably a better deal now than it was 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, even though it's being downgraded by all these places when, hey, these same places were upgrading it 6 months ago when it was at wildly higher multiples and wildly higher valuations. We also have this, people trying to post this around, people trying to spread this message, take action, tell the White House to forgive $10,000 in student loan debt and allow student loan pause to end May 1st. This is, SoFi's stance on this whole thing. Noto has come out and said that he is in favor of forgiving the $10,000 of student loan debt, even though, SoFi is going to be a company that a lot of people refinance their student loans with, and SoFi is going to have a lot of money to be made off this stuff. But obviously the economy, jobs, the whole state of the world is in kind of a crazy place right now, and people are worried that even once the student loan moratorium gets lifted on May 1st or whenever it eventually gets lifted, that people are going to struggle paying stuff back. People aren't going to be ready to pay stuff back. People might be missing payments, and obviously that would not be fun or great for SoFi as well. So being able to forgive $10,000, ease up the burden on some people, but then also ending that moratorium so SoFi can actually start making some money and actually start getting some of these student loan payments coming in would be really cool. So I think it is interesting that this is SoFi's position and they're trying to spread the word, and people on the SoFi stock subreddit are trying to spread that word as well. Also this, a ton of places saying, I thought this was really funny, from Yahoo, should you consider taking profits from your SoFi Technologies stake? And it's like, who has profits in SoFi Technology stake? Look at this. we're what? I don't even know. 10% off all-time lows, 52-week lows. We're below the IPO price. Like this is the cheapest it's ever been. There's not a lot of people who even have profit to take in SoFi. So I thought this is just a really, really random article. I mean, maybe you've gotten a little bit of profit over the last couple of days. Like I said, yeah, we're up like 7% the last couple of days. You're gonna be taking that profit, like maybe, I don't know, but that was just kind of a funny, weird article. And then again, this is everywhere right now. A ton of people on both sides, a ton of articles, companies, all these places telling you the same stuff. And this is from Investor Place. They said, buy SoFi stock now before it soars 10x. And they also said 3 reasons to steer clear of SoFi. 19 minutes apart. Like, that's insane. And that's why this is such a tricky and hard market right now. When everything's going up, hey, everyone's increasing price targets. Everyone's upgrading. Everyone's telling you to buy. But now, some people are telling you to buy the dip. Some people are telling you to steer clear of everything. It's just an absolute mess, and it can really kind of make you go crazy after a little while. And then last post I want to talk about today is this, talking about SoFi's mortgage's abysmal performance. And people are talking about, he got pre-approved. His loan officer has been fantastic. Unfortunately, the train is off the rails when it comes to loan processor. We're talking about incompetence you can't comprehend. No reply to emails or voicemails for weeks. Unable to determine SoFi hard credit hits on your credit report. There's nothing more discouraging to me as a SoFi shareholder than explaining to the SoFi loan processor for the second time when SoFi initiates a hard credit hit on your report. Wish me luck with the refinance because it looks like I'll need it. So obviously some people not having the best customer service, people not having the best experience with SoFi. This is something to keep in mind, because these are the real world experiences that at least some people are having with the company. And that could definitely affect, business in the short and long term, share price in the short and long term. And it's, something that people hopefully hope that SoFi will get better at and build up over the course of the long run, especially if you want the company to grow, especially, exponentially from here. Things like customer service are only going to get worse as you get bigger and bigger. So hopefully they can get that stuff figured out. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about SOFI. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, save today, and all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.